This is the Cabrina Source. It's an all-new strap binding system that's been engineered from the ground up to provide you with the best combination of comfort and support, giving you the ultimate connection to your board. When mounting the Source to your deck for the first time, there's a few different adjustments offered here that you might be familiar with if you're coming from our original H2O straps. But just in case, let me go over them here in an effort to help you get the optimum fit and feel so that you can really get the best experience while out on the water. First, let's talk about the 360 strap adjustment. This is something that we started doing on the original H2O a few years back. Not only does it help to provide a more complete and supportive feel, it also allows you to set the foundation for how high or low this upper sits over the instep of your foot. So riders with a higher arch or more pronounced instep, or if you ride booties, might prefer to run this a bit looser, whereas people with smaller or flatter feet will most likely prefer to run the strap tighter. It's easy to adjust the 360 strap before you mount the binding to the board. It doesn't need to feel tight at this point, though you can get a decent feel for them. Just needs to be in the ballpark, since we'll be fine-tuning the overall fit in a minute. So while the 360 strap is helping to control the height of where it sits, the width adjustment is handled here in the side tabs. These Source bindings offer nearly 2 centimeters of sideways width adjustment on either side. Plus they come in 3 sizes now, small, medium, and large, so getting the perfect fit has never been easier. A really unique feature on the base plate is that each side wing here is canted inward, so as you move the tabs in or out, it simultaneously micro-adjusts the height to perfectly match. The secret added benefit here is that it virtually eliminates any chance you ever have of hitting or even feeling the side tabs at all. In a nutshell, it makes it that much more comfortable and plush. Shout out to our amazing design team for really thinking about and incorporating all these little details. If you're not sure where to set the tabs for the width, we suggest starting somewhere in the middle. See how they feel, and then know that you can go narrower or wider from there. Determining your stance width is next. Smaller and shorter riders will usually prefer a narrower stance, whereas taller riders will most likely gravitate to something a bit wider. We suggest this if you're not sure. Start narrower and work your way out as needed according to your personal preference. Just make sure to match the mounting on each side so that they're using the same inserts for each foot. This of course doesn't apply to the Tronic Surf Stance. That's an offset directional twin. And I'm assuming that if you're riding that model, you pretty much know what you like in stance setups anyways, all right? Moving on. Next thing is to decide on your stance angle. Again, we suggest starting with the middle holes and trying that out. If you want your stance to be more ducked out, then you'd simply use the bottom hole on the inside foot and the top hole on the outside. For the least amount of angle, you'd of course do the opposite of this, using the top hole on the inside and the bottom hole on the outside. And of course, you could totally mix and match these to get a fully customized fit and stance angle. We strongly advocate for trying the various setup options that the gear allows regarding angles, widths, etc. You know, while overseeing the product testing program here at Cabrina, I get to try a lot of different gear. And I can personally tell you that it's extremely beneficial to try all your gear in all the different modes. Our design team spends countless hours creating these amazing products, and they're designed to be used by the full spectrum of riders, beginner through seasoned pros. Something for everyone, really. All of the adjustments here have been carefully implemented to really give you the best possible experience while you're out on the water. And the only way to tell if you're gonna like something better, hate it more, or it simply just makes you feel like you're shredding that much harder, is to try tweaking these settings, experiment a little, see what fits your individual style. All right, so let's get these bad boys mounted up. For the sake of this little demonstration, I'll just go middle on everything. Middle inserts, middle angles, and middle of the road strap width. Pop a screw in each side and line them up with your preferred insert on the deck. And just like when mounting anything else up here, we always recommend tightening down the screws a little at a time on each side until they're tight. So with the binding mounted up, we can go ahead and make our final adjustments. First, we'll open up the cover and adjust the 2 inner straps. These adjust independently, so you can really choose the best fit for your feet. Keep in mind that these straps will only allow you to loosen the upper as much as you set the 360 strap in the beginning. So if it turns out that you need a little extra room, like maybe you tweak them for barefoot riding while you're on holiday and now you're back home where you ride in booties, then just go back and loosen the 360 strap a little bit, and that will allow a little bit more vertical space. Once you adjust the 2 inner Velcro straps to your liking, simply wrap the outer cover over the top and you're done. A little side tip for those to prefer a snug fit from their straps, like me, is you can get a little extra cinch over the upper if you pull the cover tight before you secure it down, and when you wrap it over, it's just a little bit more snug, kind of fine-tuning that fit. Again, this is a personal preference, so please adjust to your own personal needs. The final step is, of course, to match what you did on the opposite foot. Mount them up, make the adjustment tweaks, and you're done. Hopefully you found this helpful. And if you'd like to see more content like this, please be sure and let us know. Smash that thumb if you liked it, and if you loved it, please consider subscribing to the channel for more helpful or just plain entertaining content. If you should have any questions, you can always drop us a note at support@Cabrina.com. And please be sure to check out the rest of the range on the World Wide Web at Cabrina.com. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you on the water. Aloha.